First time doing Triathlon Taren. Felt good. Still cuts deep. Y'all remember last week when I said that we were doing the key workouts last week to get all the data for Ironman Campeche, and that I was going to be starting taper week and those were the last big workouts? I was sorely mistaken. Today is actually the biggest day for Ironman Campeche 70.3. Looking at about 2.5 hours for the bike and the race, about 2.5 hours today. And then after that, we don't have the full run, but we've got a pretty solid run. I was not expecting this when I landed 36 hours ago. This was gonna be tough. I was actually so shocked to see it that I texted Coach Pat this morning and said, did you accidentally copy and paste Nicole's workout and not realize it? And basically his message was, don't hurt yourself, but be tougher. Thanks, bud. Now got the bike all set up, that I've got it back from Alter Ego. They got it race ready for me, so I got one bottle up front, in between my arms, one bottle on the down tube. Every half hour, I will take one serving of either Bonk Breaker Tapioca Chews. These are Boom Nutrition gels, but I'm not gonna use these. I actually have an order of B-Fuel gels on the way. For now, gels are gels. Wish me luck, gang. Pete and Grace, you wanna wish me luck? All over the map and can't get started. Gotta calibrate my pedals, gotta get curling on TV. I didn't have the resistance wheel set up. Amateur hour. Finally, go time. It's hard to get the towel positioned. It's okay. First time doing Triathlon Taren? Yeah, get the hang of it one day. Bike's a little bit quieter today. Not nearly as squeaky. And holy smokes, does that new cassette and new chain make things nice and smooth at the same power levels. I'm running out of excuses to complain about how tough this workout's gonna be. Maybe I'll just be tougher and get on with it. Into the last 17 minutes here. It's getting tough. Holy smokes. That last 40-minute bit was hard. Super quick transition, then we run. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. 3 hours later and I am done. Done the workout, done mentally. Done like dinner. That run ended up not being too bad. First 4K at race pace, which I wasn't supposed to do. I was supposed to be slower than race pace. Felt good. And then I did the second 4K just a little bit above race pace, like 5 seconds per kilometer above. Buddy was feeling it after, but if I can do that after a big run yesterday and a lot of flying and a week of sitting and not really tapering, I'll take it. All right, mega shake, heat training in the sauna for 15 minutes. And then I want to run through a really neat story that'll help you with your motivation for triathlon. Ooh-wee. That was hot in there. All right, so I want to tell you about a really interesting story about a buddy of mine. He's actually a curler. I think that in this case, his story is interesting enough that it transcends basically all sports. A buddy of mine named Ryan Fry, he currently plays for Team Brad Jacobs, which is one of the top curling teams in the world. And right now they're actually the reigning Olympic gold medalists. That's Ryan. And Ryan and I grew up together playing junior curling, and he was always really talented. When he became a men's curler at the age of 20, he kind of lost his way for no reason other than he just couldn't find a team that he really latched onto. And the thought was that he was always a really talented curler, but he never really reached his potential. He was a fun guy. In his mind, however, he had that confidence, knowing that if he put his mind to it, eventually success would come in curling. One year, when he had gone through just kind of going from team to team, he had a shift. So he put together a team of friends and they went to the Manitoba Curling Tour Championship and they were ranked something like 30th out of 32. And they went there and went undefeated and won, making their way to the provincial championships. With that same team that had only been playing together for maybe a month or so, they made it all the way to the final and came just a few shots away from making our national championship. That is a huge accomplishment, and it was because he had a mindset shift where he just said, you know what, enough's enough. I want to start showing the world how good I am. Good old Ryan. They made it extremely far, but he said, I want to take it to the next level. And that was when he started playing with Jeff Stoughton, who is just a legend in curling. And by this time, Ryan had established himself as, yes, a very talented curler, but he hadn't really reached that level where he was one of the premier curlers in the world. Jeff Stoughton was, and they took a chance on Ryan. And what ends up happening? Ryan proves himself immensely, and he gets himself into the finals again. And coincidentally enough, I was actually playing him in those finals. Ryan's right there, and there's a very good-looking pre-triathlon Taren about to come up. Wait for it. Ah, that's a good-looking man there. We were ranked maybe top 10 in the province. Ryan and his team, they played so well throughout that year that they were one of probably the top 5 teams in the world. About halfway through this game, we were actually all up in their kitchen. About 60% of the way through the game, that's him. He just decided that he was going to stop missing for the rest of the game. Outright, he decided. He willed himself to stop missing. He beat us. Still hurts. Still cuts deep. And I've talked to Ryan a lot, and what he said is that he has literally developed the ability to decide when he's going to turn it on, and that's just mind over matter. But it wasn't all peaches for Ryan. Just 2 years after we played this game, the skip of this team kicks him off the team and made a point of actually trying to take him down and destroy him. But Ryan didn't let that get him down. He said, you know what? If you're going to do that to me in this province, I'm going to go and find the best team that I can possibly play on, and I'm going to beat you at your own game. Ryan went and played for an upcoming team and literally picked up and moved his life across the country to little old Newfoundland. He became 100% dedicated to nothing but curling. And at this point, it's not like he even had a fallback. And that was when Ryan joined Brad Gushu. Brad Gushu is a phenomenal curler as well. After they get themselves all the way up to, I believe it was 4th ranked team in the world, Brad decides to turf Ryan. And it was so late into the season that he had a heck of a time finding a team to join up with. He goes and he says the exact same thing. You leave me no choice but to go and find the best team that I possibly can, because he was 100% committed to becoming the best curler that he could in the world. He went and joined up with Brad Jacobs, who was a good team at the time, but Ryan said, you know what, boys, we're going to get together, we're going to create a team, we're going to commit ourselves 100% to curling, we're going to commit ourselves to fitness, we're going to change the mindset that curlers are unhealthy and don't train and don't take their sport seriously. They changed the perception of curling. Look at these guys. These guys are jacked. They took that intensity. They became an amazing team that was basically unbeatable for an entire year. And they went to the Olympics and they won the whole thing. And this is over the course of about 10 years. And he did it. And it was amazing to even his closest friends. And when he ended up winning, I am not kidding, I was in like dirty, smelly, sobbing tears because I was so happy. And what the lesson to triathletes on this is, what Ryan says, sports is 90% mental. And that if you commit yourself and you don't accept losing and setback and injury and difficulty and roadblocks, you don't even accept them, you don't even acknowledge them, and you just keep pushing forward to whatever your goal is, that you can accomplish anything. Now, anything is relative, but you can accomplish as much as your physical body will allow you to do. So in a lot of cases, when people talk to me about should they do a triathlon, can they do a triathlon, or they say no, they could never do a triathlon, the reason that I say yes, you can is because of stories like this. So moral of the story is get super jacked, shave your head, move to the smallest towns in Canada you can, and you'll become an Olympian. Yeah, not quite. That's my buddy Ryan. It's been incredible to see what he's been able to accomplish by being so focused on reaching his goals. That's today. I'll see you tomorrow, Trainiacs. Raw curling.